daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With chains in the storm, the dream never dies. Tethered lights still flying high. You kiss the stars, but never say goodbye. Not even gravity.
In 1937,
You're the wild, the wave, the crowd. You reach the skies, no one dares. In your hands, the future's caught on nowhere. That's to know what the hell were you thinking. You laugh as the eye keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a train, building your legacy through love and brain. Julie knows that fire in your soul, the kind that lifts the broken heart. James, you reach the skies, no one dares. In your hands, the future's caught unawares. That's to know what the hell were you thinking. You laugh as the eye keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm, the dream never dies. Retired, you say, with a wink and a grin, but the podcast is rolling, pulling us in. Your compass is love, with your kids as your guide. Charting seas wide, with vision and pride. Julie's here, who adores your spark, the dreamer who lights up the dark. James, you reach the skies, no one dares. In your hands, the future's caught unawares. That's to know what the hell were you thinking. You laugh as the eye keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm, the dream never dies. Tethered lights still flying high. You kiss the stars, but never say goodbye.
I think I'm ready to go.
Not even gravity can pull you down. You're the wild, the wave, the crowd. James, you reach the skies, no one dares. In your hands, the future's caught unawares. That's to know what the hell were you thinking. You laugh as the eye keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm,
Good to go.
the dream never dies. No matter.
All right. Good. Yo, that's not what I want. Not what I want. Oh, good evening, everyone. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, sorry. That's working. Where was it? Where is it? There it is right there. All right. Sorry about that. 52 yearly return is crazy. TikToker 660. What's going on, brother? All right, what are we doing here? Right down there, right to there. I'm almost ready. Almost ready. Freddy. Almost ready. All right, that's it. All right, that's that. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. I think that's it. All right, we're ready to roll. Good evening, everyone. 3, 2, 1. That one's almost ready. All right, so good evening, good evening. How are we doing, everyone? Who do we have here? Big Les. What's happening, Big Les? Love in the big house. All right. Hello and good evening. Michael Corey. How's it going there, Michael? Good evening, good evening. All right, it's going all the way back here, all the way back. Let's see who's here tonight. First and foremost, my name is James. Good evening, everyone. My name's James. Everybody calls me Papa G, but hey, let's get the ball rolling. So, we're here. So, I'm assuming you're here to watch what I'm looking to do. One simple, safe, predictable, consistent percent per week. That's it. One simple, safe, predictable percent per week. That being said, 1% a week is over 50% a year, and a lot of people don't believe that. Well, just stay tuned, see if it actually makes sense. Because I'm giving you everything you need right here, right now. You don't need to buy anything, just pay attention to what I'm saying. Does it make sense or does it not make sense? It's actually that simple. It either makes sense or it doesn't make sense. Let's go through it. All right, you ready? So you guys are going to give you some set suggestions of stocks to take a look at. I'm going to run them through my rigmarole with the understanding that I am 62, which means I look at things a little bit differently than most of you. So if you're still building your portfolio, building your retirement account, great, wonderful. This is just one next step. And for those of you just starting out or trying to catch up, just see if it makes sense. All right, that being said, let's say hi to those in the house tonight. Who do we have? We got Mike Corey, Big Les. Who do we have over here? We have James, Vipster, is it Vipster or Vipster? I don't know. JK, Richard, CJ, Sean, Gertrude, okay. Ezekiel, David D, Marcel, Wall Street Ninja, DMJ, Eddie, John Didier, Skokel, is that right? I don't know if I said that right. Mo, Miguelito, okay. Yes, Haley, Ethan, Kenny, Jojo, Ms. Trina. Good evening, Ms. Trina. Thomas, Tremol, John. Good evening. Oh, look at this. I got a whole bunch of likes from Mr. X. I have no idea what that means, but okay. Justice. Good evening. James O'Connor. Nice to see you too. Schmelly. Nice way to spell that one. Jake, Ken, Warrior Prince, TDM. TikToker 666, 52% of years crazy. Yes, it is. It is absolutely crazy. If someone else knew how to do it, I'd be listening to them. But I don't know of anyone who does that, so I have to do it myself. Isn't that a tragedy? And you get to watch what I'm doing. Cam, nice to see you. Muslin Learn Sari. Okay. Balance. Who do we have over here? Over here we have Fredo, CJ, Sean, BDS. Maria, John, Martini. Okay. George, nice George. Maria, good evening. Cardi, how you doing? Frito, good evening. New here and learning. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. God bless you. Why, thank you, sir. Let's keep on keeping on. Matthew, how you doing? The Reddit Dirt. Okay. Hello. What else do we got? Swilling. Ooh, Swilling wants to take a look at Cisco. CSCO. CSCO. Wait a minute. I got to put it in here first. Where are we? Right there. CSCO. There we go. Ooh, interesting. We'll take a quick look at that. But let's finish saying hi to everybody. Dave, Rudy, Sweet Den's in the house. Teresa, Dave, Sivan, like Mike. All righty. Mason, good evening. Brian, Rudy. All right, what else we got? Edward Davis, Ian, Mill. Okay, Radman. Radman. People's Choice, Nano. iPanda, Bitcoin will be 100,000 in 2027. Don't know, don't care, but thank you for your input. CEG and BE. Ooh, okay. JMFS, we'll take a look at that. Sit tight. Sherry Ann, good evening, Sherry Ann. Monetize with, I can't read the rest of it. I'm going to say Sally, with Sally. Sally's Sue Sammy, I have no idea. Anyway, let's get the ball rolling. You guys ready? That is actually good tonight. All right. Cisco, first on the list. Now, anytime I look at any chart, I'm always looking for 5 things. 5. And count them out. It's not that difficult. It should take you 2 to 4 seconds. Yep. 2 to 4 seconds. Here we go. Ready? Number 1, where's the high? Number 2, where's the low? Number 3, where was it last year? Number 4, where is it today? And number 5, follow the bouncing ball. That's it. 5 things. It should take you 2 to 4 seconds. High, low was this. That's it. Once you get past that point, you have to decide whether or not that right there is scary or not. So before we go to step number 2, that right there is enough to make me look twice. Now, usually I take a look at the chart 2-3 seconds, it's a yes or it's a no. But when you have to take a second look at the chart before you go to step number 2, and when it looks kind of like that, the top is definitely there, and here's another top there. But what happened in between is what I want to see closer. So let's zoom in. First thing I want to do, bring out the glasses so I can see better. Getting old is not as much fun as you might think, but here we go. Once I zoomed into that little tiny section, goes back to June 6th or 7th, which is the high. She drops, finds the bottom, shoots up with a little bit of a gap last Monday, found the high right there on Wednesday. Thursday was a little bit lower, Friday was a little bit lower. So even though it looks like it's going to go up, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday told me otherwise. I mean, it's not a real science in it. It's just like elementary school. Follow the bouncing ball. You know, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's actually that easy. The bottom was here, clear to see. Okay, the top is here, clear to see. So the distance between here and here, 108 to 124, was that 16 points? $16? Well, $16 on a $108 stock. Well, you go by the lowest because I could have bought it there, okay, at 108 and it jumped $16. It's over 15% in less than 30 days. Well, less than what we got. 1, 2, 3. 3 weeks. Okay, over 15% in 3 weeks. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the company. I do. The numbers, well, 121, 120. Wow, the numbers are excellent. But look, does it make sense to you? Now, don't get me wrong. I like the company. I do. But does it make sense that it looks like hit the 30-day high last week? Now it's coming back down again. That's what it looks like. So as much as I like it, I would take another look at Cisco. I would say 1, 2, in about another 3 weeks, give it time to come back down again. So let's put Cisco down for 2 weeks from today, and we'll take another look at it again, because I like Cisco. Okay. CSCO. All righty. Sorry about that. So, next. Get used to saying next. Because not everything you look at is going to be a yeah, I want to put my money there. Next. Let's do it. What do we have next? Johnny, okay, we had CEG. Ooh, JMFS came up with CEG. Okay, first thing I want to see. As always, the 30-day high, the 30-day bottom. Where was it 30 days ago? Wait a minute. A year ago. Where was it a year ago? Where is it today? Down, up, down, up, down, up. What's going on right there? Because this is right here, right now. This was Friday right there. That's a year ago. This was Friday. This is what it's been doing. Okay, so we're here now. It looks as if it might go up, or it might just keep on going whatever way, but let's zoom into it after we check the numbers. Because see, everything here looked kind of okay. So now I go to step 2. What do the numbers look like? What am I buying it for? What can I sell it for? And is that more than 1%? It's actually that easy. Number 1, do you like the company? Number 2, is it the right time? And number 3, what am I getting if I go through the rest of the equation? Does it make sense or does it not? Let's find out. Okay, so 269.89. That's an easy one. The closest strike price would be the 270. So if I bought it for 269.89, turn around, sell it for 270, I could walk away with 470, and 470 is close to 2%. So does it make sense? Okay, so then let's get a closer look at this and see if it really does make sense. Let's zoom into the last 3 months, which would be the last 90 days. Okay, the 1 year chart, then the 90-day, then the 30-day to see if everything makes sense. Well, what I'm looking for here is a pattern. Okay, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What's the flow? And look for a repeatable pattern. Simple. 2 weeks, down, up, whoops, down, up. 2 weeks, down, up. 2 weeks, down, up. 1.5 weeks, down, up. Okay, so we're here now. So let's go to the 30-day. Okay. Today's the 9th, so we want to look at July 9th. There you go. Now, not 100% sure, but it does look like it's trending upwards. You ever hear that phrase, the trend is your friend, right to the end? So does it make sense to jump in? We were here 30 days ago. We're here now. Look at the bouncing ball. Go up, down, blah, blah, blah. So where's it going now? She bottomed here. Now she's going back up. Could be. You got to decide. Do I like it? Do I not? Let's do this one at 270 because right now it's at 269.89 and 270 would just make sense. 270, so let's get rid of this. Let's do this to the covered call. It's one of the safest trading strategies there, so that's why I like to use it. And we're going to do the 270. There it is right there, one contract, just so you understand what it should look like and what it should sound like. So, by one covered call, CEG, Constellation Energy. August 14, or 14 August 26, that's this coming Friday, 5 days away. The 270 call option, the price of the stock at the moment is 270.18. So if it opens 270.18 and I sell it for 270, I'm selling it for less than I paid for it and still walking away with a profit. 610 per contract, 26,000 for investment. Now everybody always winces, do a double take, catches their breath, something like that, when you go to the investment required. Well, depending on what you're picking, is definitely going to depend on how much it's going to cost you. You pick a 50-cent stock, it's only $500. You pick a $5 stock, what's $5,000? Or is that the other way around? No, $5 stock would be $500. Anyway, besides the point. When you're dealing with the stocks that you want to buy, what category are you in? Are you the under 20 crowd? Under 50 crowd? Under 100 crowd? I'm in the under 400 crowd. Sorry, I don't want to buy a stock for $500 this year. They're out there, but I like to cut my limit right around $400. Now, there will be some people every once in a while that ask me to look at something crazy, like $1,000 this year. Wrong place. I was dirt-ass poor growing up. Seriously, dirt-ass poor growing up. I just can't get myself to pay more than $500, $400 for one share of stock. Anyway, so we're looking at this one. It's $269 per share. So yeah, it's a $26,000 position, depending on where do you fit. It's the same no matter which way you look at it. A 50-cent stock, a dollar stock, $5 stock, $500 stock, whatever it is, wherever you fit, the math is always the same. If I'm investing this amount, this is my rate of return. If I'm investing this amount, this is my rate of return. That's what we're looking for. All right, so get my calculator out, tell me what this rate of return would be if I buy one contract, CEG, Constellation Energy, the 270 call option for this coming Friday. 610 is my profit. Now, remember the part where I said simple, safe, predictable? Well, predictable tells me I know everything about the trade before I'm going into it. Step number one from the very beginning is choosing the right companies to look at. We haven't looked at yet, but tonight we will. We'll take a look tonight and see how many stocks are there this week. Last week there was 11,519. I'm kind of curious how many are there this week because it changes. But out of all those 11,519 companies, I'm only looking at about 350 of them because only about 350 of them are consistently profitable and consistently increase their dividends over and over and over again. Uh-oh, I love it when somebody insults me in the middle of my speech. Pro moderator, I was too young for that. Terribly sorry about that. All right, this guy talks too much. Terribly sorry I talk too much. That's just trying to explain to people. Anyway, so 610 is going to be my profit. 610 is the profit. I'm going to divide it by the required cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. What is it costing me for this one position? $26,000. Well, what rate of return is that? $26,390. Gives me a rate of return for 5 days of 2.3, if that makes sense to you. And if it doesn't make sense, well, let's see if we how deep can we go down the rabbit hole? You know what I mean? There's a few questions you should ask. Number one, does it make sense? Number two, do I like this company? That's a big one. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get back to here, go back to there, and here we go. All right, so Constellation Energy. Oops. CEG. Here we go. First one of the week. First one of the week. Constellation Energy. One covered call. CEG. 14 August 26th. That's this coming Friday. 5 days away. 270 call option. Look at this. The stock's already at 270.15. All right. Selling it less than I paid for it. 610 is my profit. 26,000 is the required investment for one contract. For 2.3% for 1 week. Now remember, my goal is only 1% per week. I'm perfectly okay taking 2.3. 2.3. Constellation Energy. Yay. What's next? So I like Constellation Energy. BE. BE. That was another energy company. It was. I just don't remember which one it was. BE. Bloom Energy. Here we go. You ready? Bloom Energy. Here we go. Almost the same thing, but this one's a flat out no right from the top. You ready? Top, bottom. Where was it? Where is it? List. Up, down, up, down. It's already coming down. Let's do a quick little count. So you bottom out here at 150, shot up to 250. That's $100. $100 increase in 2.5 weeks. So yeah, profit taking. Friday she started to come down. No thanks, I'm not jumping in on that one. Sorry, no. All right, what else do we have over here? Oh, all these cool. Oh, wow, YouTube, a lot of questions. One Love House, got that one. Hello, good evening. All right, thank you there, Mr. Dirt. Matthew, Kissable, nice to see you. Why don't you go spend time with your family instead of being a nerd? Ooh, I love a good turd. How is KB Toys doing? Scott, we'll take a look at KB Toys. KB, is that right? KB Financial Group. Nope, sorry, dude, not there. Okay, what else do we got? EB Games is a solid stock. EB, huh? EB. All right. EB is a solid stock. What is EB? Eastwood Biomedical. It's not coming up, so it's going to be a no. Sorry. Kissable, Home Depot and Lowe's. This guy's whole wardrobe is the same shirt in different colors. That's because you don't understand the magic of the insanity going on here. There's a purpose for that. All right, let's keep on going. Scott, I have all my 401k in Sizzler. Ouch, sorry. I put mine in Claire's. Ooh, double ouch. Scott, I went with a group and built Facebook, and then Zuckerberg screwed me over. Ouch, sorry. Okay, I was too young for that. All right, all right. My dad has a lead designer on a football phone. Alrighty then. Where's the main character of the show? I'm sick of seeing main characters. Okay, lovely. Two-part question. My wife. Okay, really? Alrighty then. Greetings, James. I'd appreciate your review on ADBE app. Adobe? Really? ADBE. Adobe. Okay. Not top of my list, but let's take a gander at it. You ready? All right. The top right there, 365. Bottom, 195. There she was. There she is. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. That's a big jump here, definitely going up. But do I really want to be in that spot? Let's zoom into that just a little bit more to see if it actually makes sense. Now, this could be one movement or this could be two movements. That could be one. That could be one. This could be two. But still, she's down here 190, jumps up to 240. That's 50 bucks. Back down to 210, then up to 270. That's 60 bucks. So people bailed here at 50. Now we're at 70. What do you think? Oh, at 60. Okay? $50 increase, they started taking profits. $60 increase, what do you think? Start taking profits? I'm not jumping into that. I mean, that's too far up there. I mean, from where it was a couple weeks ago. Sorry. Let's see what else we got. TikTok Tommy. What's going on, TikTok Tommy? Okay. Thoughts on the wheel strategy. Bryce, I love the wheel strategy. I do. I'm not teaching it here, but I still like it. Okay. Oracle for this week. Tommy, let's check it out. I actually have some Oracle. ORCL. Ooh, look at that bounce. Check that out right there. Where the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down. That's definitely going up. Nice little pattern there. She headed up now. That looks good. 147. 147 is 450. That's a nice rate of return. Let's check that one out. Oracle. What do you think? Down, up. That's what it looks like. Well, let's do it. Oracle. Why not? But the question is, do you like Oracle? And I'm going to be asking that question a lot. All right. 147. All right, so 147. There it is right there. One covered call. Oracle, ORCL. 14 August 26th. That's this coming Friday. 5 days away. The 147 call option. 460 is the profit. 14,000 the investment. What is this rate of return? 460. 460 divided by 14, 240 gives a grand total of 3.2%. It's funny because the last one was 2.3%, and this one's a 3.2%. All right, anyway, there you go. Nice. Gotta love it. So, 3.2%. %. All right, let's clean up my computer. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right, and 3.2. I forgot the name of this company. Oracle. ORCL. L. One covered call, Oracle, ORCL, 14 August. That's this coming Friday, 5 days away. The 147 call option. Look, again, second time this evening, buying it for one price, selling it for less, and still walking away with a profit. This one just happens to be 3.2%. 3.2%. Next. What do we have next? I'd appreciate your review of Adobe. We just did that one. Oh, that's the last one there. Okay, cool. Explain why Rocket Labs. Okay. Hold on a second. We haven't gotten to Rocket Labs yet. Okay, we did Cisco. Bobby Swillings, Cisco beat earnings. Okay. Brought to the wheel, thoughts on Oracle. Explain why Rocket Labs. What am I explaining Rocket Labs about? Will it keep going, and do you believe in it? Uh-oh, that's two questions. Okay. The Cisco. We talked about Cisco a little while ago. I don't understand the question. Thoughts on Oracle this week. We already did Oracle earlier. Explain why Rocket Labs. RKLB. What am I explaining about Rocket Labs? RKLB. Oh, what's wrong with that? Take a look. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. That's definitely turning around right there. Okay, what do the numbers look like? 82, 83, the 82s. No. Look at the after hours. After hours, it's 85. Okay, well, still the 85 is going for 470. That's almost 5%. That's crazy. Okay, let's take a look at Rocket Labs. Okay, definitely going up. Let's zoom in and see if it actually makes sense. Sure looks that way to me. Look. Beginning in June, last 2 weeks, a week ago, now look, down, up. That's clear to see. How high is it going to go from that bounce right there? It's only been 2 weeks, okay? That was, this is last week, this is the week before. Week and a half, okay, so week and a half going up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks going down, 2 weeks going up, and we're here, the top is there. Hey, it just looks good. But do you like Rocket Labs? Okay, let's check it out. Rocket Lab, that's Rocket Man. I can't get the mixed 85s right there. There it is right there. You ready? One covered call, Rocket Labs, RKLB. 14 August, that's this Friday, 5 days away. The 85 call option, $4.99 is the current profit. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $8,000. What's the rate of return? Real quickly, here we go. $4.90, let's call it $500. It is what it is. $4.99, that's $500. All right, we want to divide it by the investment. 8,001. 6%. Holy cow. I'm going to have to take a really deep look at Rocket Labs. No, all right, hold on. I have an idea. Just an idea for those of you who are a little queasy about this thought on Rocket Labs. It's not guaranteed, All right. RKLB Rocket Labs. So we're going to pull Rocket Labs up in Yahoo Finance in a minute, but let's take a look at this. There it is right there. One covered call. Rocket Labs. 14 August 26th. That's this coming Friday, 5 days away. The 85 call option, $4.99 is the profit, $8,000 is the investment for a fat premium. I forget what it was. Let's take a look again. 6.2%. That's crazy. 6.2% for Rocket Labs. But before you get all excited about it, I want to go to Yahoo Finance and do a little bit of digging. Let's do a little bit of digging on Rocket Labs and see if it makes sense. Whoops. Rocket Labs, there we go. This makes me a little uncomfortable because the premium they're offering, 6.2%, well, it sounds great, doesn't it? But you go to a finance website. This is Yahoo Finance. So Yahoo Finance has the earnings per share negative 32. Negative 32 cents per share. So they're actually operating at a loss. So even though the covered call numbers look good, even though the numbers look good for the covered call by the stock and the positioning is right, she dropped, now she's going up. Well, that just makes sense. But for a rate of return, but long-term holding, think about it. They're at a loss at the moment. They're losing money at the moment, but the premiums are good. So this is a little bit iffy. I'm going to let you guys decide on that one. I don't make any recommendations. I'm just showing you the numbers. You've got to decide, does it make sense or does it not? Okay, so that doesn't give me any warm fuzzies, I'll tell you that much. Historical data. Let's see what the dividends look like. What do we have over here? Lucky, how you doing today? Hey, Maddie, what's going on? Can you explain rolling options? Yeah, hold on a second. Rocket Labs. We'll look at historical prices. Historical prices gives me exact numbers of the stocks. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, a week ago, so on and so forth. Every single day, there's 5 entries. There's the opening price, the high of the day, the low of the day, the close, the adjusted, the volume. Everything, every number is accounted for from every single day the stock trades. But what I want to see is right under there. I want to see the dividends only. Because if the company is consistently profitable, that means the dividends should increase year after year after year. But if they're not consistently profitable, the dividend will decrease. Well, with this company, they have no dividends at all. So, although the numbers look good, great, wonderful, they have no dividends. So why am I looking at it? Do you remember the part where I said, rule 1, never buy anything you don't understand? Well, if you understood that Rocket Labs has no dividends, why are we looking at it? The numbers look good, is what it is. Let's go to the next one. Next. Oh, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Go. Oh, you know what we should do? We should, right now, find out how many stocks there are this week. Let's do it. Right there. We're going over to FinViz. FinViz. There it is right there. FinViz. We'll see the stock screener, because the stock screener is what tells me the numbers. Screener, come on. There it is right there. Are you ready? Oh, we got to do it this way. There's the number right there. Right this week we have 11,536. So, last week it was 11,519. This week's 11,536. Okay. So, let's remember that number. That's how many stock companies you can invest in as of tomorrow morning. 11,000 536. Yeah, how the hell are you going to choose from all of those? Next. Okay. I check that once a week. Okay. Back to where we were. Okay. The wheel strategy. Oracle. Why Rocket Labs? Bobby, will it keep going down? And what do I... okay. Yeah, I like the wheel strategy. Resistant points. Chat Bollinger Bands. Thank you, Bobby. Okay. L3 Harris. Never heard of it. You got to give me the ticker symbol. We already looked at Bloom Energy. Uh-oh. The original Steve wants to take a look at NNE. Original Steve, what is NNE? Whoa, nano nuclear. Okay, I'll go with the flow on this one. You ready? The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, so she's definitely going up, bouncing off of that. Okay. 1885, the 19 is going for 90. That's over 4%. Let's take a look at this one. Who just chimed in? Justin! What's happening, Justin? So let's take a look at NNE. Look at your last 30 days. 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Boom, there you go. Looks like it's going up to me, but do you like the company? I'll take a look at anything you want me to take a look at. But look at that, 30-day high, 30-day bottom, bouncing up nicely, 1885, okay? 1885, the closest one's going to be the 19, and that's going for 90. 90 is way over 4% for 1 week. If you like this company, yeah? You're going to hear me say that after every single stock because you have to think long and hard. Do I like this company? Let's get rid of this. Switch over to that. 19. And here it is. One covered call, NNE, 14 August. That's next Friday. The 19 call option, 108's the profit, 1,800 is the investment. Now, for those who are getting a little queasy about the $30,000 and $40,000 investments, well, this stock here, it's only 1,792, 1,800 bucks for one contract. If you like the company, how many could you get? Well, let's do the numbers. 108's the profit, okay? Max profit, 108. Cost of trade, including commissions and fees, 1792. That's a easy low one. 1792. That's 6%. Holy crap. If you like this company. I'll have to write that one down. All right, gotta clean this up first. Get rid of that. Here we go. There she is, NNE. One covered call, NNE, 14 August 26th, the 19 call option. 108's the profit, 1,800 is the investment for a 6% for 1 week, if you like this company. I got some questions down here in the corner. I'm going to answer those. Well, what time we got? 9 o'clock. All right, let's find a couple more. Let's get some of these questions out of the way. Whoops, 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 whoops. Some of these questions. All right. All right. Some people are real jerks. I'm going to agree with you, doctor. Rocket Labs has earnings report after hours Monday. Do earnings play in your decision to purchase ever, and how to? Well, that's a great question. Thank you there, Liron. Well, here's the thing. I've seen positive earnings and stocks drop. Then on the other side, I've seen negative earnings and stocks jump. So the earnings sometimes have a big play in some of the companies. A lot of times they just don't. Now I've been doing this long enough that I recognize that there are companies that overreact. Some market makers overreact to the information that they get, especially those four little words. And those who've been here before, those four little words that make the things drop dramatically. We missed our target. Well, think about it. It's only four words. We missed our target, and then market maker has a tendency to drop the stocks, and it hits the fan. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. It just depends on the company and what kind of historical remembrance I have. Like, do I remember what it normally does? How does it normally react to earnings reports? That would be an interesting app. Great app idea. Here you go. You ready? Check historical performance. Positive earnings, how often did the stock go up? Negative earnings, how often did the stocks go down? And rank it in that fashion. Hewlett Packard, HPE, how many times in the past have they hit their earnings and the stock price went up? How many times in the past have they missed their earnings and the stock price went down? That might be an interesting app for someone to create. There you go. Great idea. Someone might act on it. And if you do, I don't want you to give me credit for it or anything. It's just, share the wealth. Let me know. Okay. Because it is a great idea. I'd do it myself, but I just don't know. I just don't play with that AI stuff yet. I'm thinking about it. All right. Questions. All right. Long-term advice. Don't eat at food trucks. You will get pinworms. Oh, thanks, Doc. I'll have to remember that one. Joe, can you take a look at SEBSX? Sit tight. Get some more questions out of the way. Holy cow. We got all these companies to look at. Raphael Morgan, 2%er. Huh? Lorraine, good evening. Thomas. Alloy. Thomas, is that actually a stock? Alloy. A-L-O-Y. A-L-O-Y. Well, maybe if I put it in the right spot. A-L-O-Y. No. Okay, Thomas, no. I'm saying no, Thomas, is because I don't do monthly options. Okay, I got 5 simple rules, and rule number 4 is weekly options only. Now, Thomas, the name of the show is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. So the only way I'm going to get weekly cash flow is by something that trades on a weekly basis. That's not it. I appreciate your joining the conversation, but weekly options only. CNIC, APYX. What the hell is that? APYX. Nope. I can't really yell at him because I was yelling at you, but APYX, same thing. August, September, November, December, January, February. Those are months of the year. To make money trading monthly options, I can trade it once a month. That doesn't work for me. No. Do you give insight on the stocks, Alloy? Maybe. I already looked at that. It was already a no. Okay. Aloha now. Well, hello to you too. Please review VG. Venture Global. Interesting. Now, based on just the movement, it looks interesting. Let's take a closer look. All right. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on right there? 1326. The 1350s are going for 60. That's over 4%. Now, you have to ask yourself the question, do I know who this company is? I have no idea who they are. Okay, I would do a full jumping into all the numbers before I do anything. But let's take a look at the covered call scenario just in case. The last 30 days looks pretty good. 30-day bottom, 30-day top. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. There's the motion. That's easy to see. Okay, well, let's go to Yahoo Finance before we get sucked into another one that's not going to fit. And put VG right into the historical records. Okay, so they do have dividends. And their dividend, are you kidding me? Only 1 year? Come on. No. Who came up with this one? Sorry, whoever came up with this one, another reason why rule number one is rule number one. Never buy anything you don't understand. Well, I have no idea who this company is. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. But the numbers on the chart looked good. Well, now I'm looking at the dividends. Well, there's only 1 year of dividends. Last year they were 17. This year they're 18. Well, that's good. They went up. But I still have no idea who they are. But they only have 1 year of dividends. And for me, I want 2 decades. That's 20 years. Not one, not two, 20 years. So no to this one. Sorry. All right, Joey T wants to take a look at SE. Let's take a look at the dividends first. SE, because I have no idea who they are. C Limited, no dividends. No, that was an easy one, wasn't it? BSX. BSX. Boston Science. No dividends also. Now, don't get me wrong, they might be the greatest companies in the world, really. They might have the greatest people working there. But if they don't pay dividends, how am I supposed to know that they make profits rather than reading 20 years worth or even 10 years worth of quarterly reports and annual reports? I would just prefer not to do that. I would prefer that they share their profits. That way I know whether or not they're profitable and I just add them to the roster. But I have no idea who they are. Sorry, it's going to be a no. All right. Sorry about that. So let's go back down to here. Captain Obvious. I just don't know if that name fits him. Captain Obvious. So, Captain Obvious wants to take a look at SpaceX. Well, SpaceX is only, 2 months old? What kind of data can we get? The high was here. She bottomed out. Now she's going up. But that's all there is. There's no historical performance whatsoever. There's no products being made. There's no profits. So what am I supposed to do with that information? Now, I get it that eventually it will do something big. That boy hasn't done anything yet that wasn't, big. But I'm at the point in my life where I don't have the luxury of waiting and waiting and waiting. If I can't turn a profit now, then it doesn't make any sense to me. Now, it might be great for some of you younger folks, okay? But for me, I'm 62. What am I supposed to do? Put money away and just wait and wait and wait and wait? That doesn't do me any good. See, I make over 1% every week. So if I tie money up, I'm losing 50% per year on that money. So it doesn't make sense for me to buy something that I have to wait for. Social Flyer, nice to see you. And what is that? Sid? Oh, Sid Lopes. What's happening, Sid Lopes? So, no to SpaceX because it just doesn't have enough time I get that from banks all the time. You haven't been in business long enough. Sorry. Okay, whatever. Equity Aviation Property Management. Equity has major HUD case against them. Merger happened last quarter. Okay. Oh, good. You can actually hear this one. Okay. I'm not quite sure what that means, but alrighty. So, no to SpaceX is just not enough history to it. I just need more time. Okay, if I'm going to put my money into anything, I want to make sure it's been around for at least 20 years and they know what they're doing. This is what, 2-3 months old? I'm not saying the company's 2-3 months old, but they only have 2 or 3 months of stock data information, which means once you file and become a public company, you're required to show your books. So great. Now we get to look at 2 months worth of books. That's it. Whatever happened before, we don't get the chance to look at that. Anyway, no to that one. MP Materials. Here we go. Ooh, nice, interesting. But let's take a look. Top, bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You can see it right there, the high of the year, the low of the year. Now she's bouncing off that. 51.11. The 51 is going for 214. That's over 4%. If you like MP Materials, let's take a closer look. Closer look. What do you think? 30 days ago, 58. Drops down to 38, shoots back up. Now we're sitting at 51. We got that much space to go. But a 1% move is only going to take us right to about here. So can it keep going up? I say yes, but you have to say to yourself, do I like this company? Do I like it at this price? Those things. All right, so that's what it looks like. 51. Yeah, let's do the 51. It looks good to me. Now, it's not a recommendation. I don't know why. We're all adults. Never, ever, ever did I say, I recommend this or I recommend that. I don't do that. I don't make recommendations. Anything you see me take a look at, do your due diligence. Take a look. Does it make sense to you? Is this a company you feel comfortable putting money into? All right, so 52, 52. Here it is. One covered call, MP, 14 August. That's 5 days away. The 52 call option. The stock's currently at 52.16. So this will be what, the fourth one tonight? We're buying, selling for less than we paid for it, still walking away with a profit. Max profit 177. Cost of trade 5,000. So we've seen stocks for 2,000, and we've seen them go all the way up to, I think it was 37,000, something like that. That's a big range. All right, calculator. What's my profit? 177 divide 5,000, 23, 3.5%. Okay, I like this company for 3.5%. That be it. Let's keep on moving. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Back to that. Back to this. Now to this. MP Materials. Here it is. One covered call, MP Materials, 14 August 26. That's this coming Friday. The 52 call option, 177 is the profit, 5,000 is the investment. For what did I say it was? 3.4? 3.5. 3.5 for 1 week or 5 days, whichever way you want to look at it. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Make touch. Make 3.5. 3.5. And we need one more. We got 4. We need one more. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, questions. All right. Jama came up with MP materials. Nicely done. Now, here's an interesting name, Democratic Donkey. It's not my name. Don't look at me. I don't do. No, I don't. But that's his name, Democratic Donkey. Okay, Mr. Stockman. If I have 50,000 to invest, what should I do? Educate yourself. That's a great one, right? You got money and you want to know something to do with it? Education first. That's it. Education first. Passion. Nice to see you. GWN, Merv, man, we looked at GWN last week. GWN. Goldwyn, really? Nothing on Goldwyn, sorry. Nothing there, Merv, man. Sluggish, Henny. All right, MB, dividend, stock talk, beyond, hell no. Not even. We already did Rocket Labs. Alloy. We already did Alloy. What's the move for Monday? Agent to Florida Paradise. Cool beans. Drew Dank. Nice to see you again. Yeah, I remember you. You've been here for a couple of times. Agent 2 wants to take a look at Ford. Maybe. Ooh, take a look at this one. Agent 2, take a look at this. Hold on. You're going to like this one. All right. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on right there? Right there, we had a big drop, retracement, profit taken, whatever you want to call it. Not quite there, though. Keep your eye on it. Top drops, here's the bottom, retracement, here's your correction. Now, up, down, what's happening here? Friday, down, 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 up. You can see them. Sticks out like a sore thumb. Down, 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 up. Could Friday be the turning point? Let's zoom in a little closer. What do you think? Thursday was here. Friday has a lower low. So Friday could be the turning point. Could be. We don't know. And if tomorrow is another update, that's only one day. Because tomorrow would be 2 days up. Because Thursday was the bottom. Friday is 1 day up. But look at how many down days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, day number 8, turn around, go up. Let's do number Ford. Let's do Ford. We'll do Ford and one more. 14. You can't get any closer to 14 than $13.99. Current price, $13.99. So if I buy it tomorrow morning, $13.99, sell it for 14, yeah, I make a penny on the stock, but I'm not looking to get money on the stock. I'm looking to get money on the stock option, which is like an insurance policy, okay? $19 is my profit. That's horrible. Well, it kind of is if you think about it. But $19 is the profit, $1,300 is the investment. Now, don't think of it that way. Think of it as rate of return. If I'm buying something for $1,300, let's call it $1,400. If I'm buying something for $1,400, I'd like to get a decent profit every week. Okay, this one doesn't really look that good, but let's try it. 19 is the profit divided by 1381, 1.37. Well, I'm only looking for 1% every week. This is Ford, and if I'm buying it at $13.99 on Monday, looks like she's turning around and going back up. If that's true, by Friday, she has to go up at least 1 penny, if that's the case. So you need to ask yourself the question. The company's over 100 years old. Do you like the company? Do you feel safe putting your money into this company? Wow. 1.37. $1.37. Ford, 1.37. Okay. 1.37. All right, here we go. One covered call, F. F for Ford. 14 August, that's 5 days away. The 14 call option. 19 is the profit, 1300 is the investment for a 1.3% for 5 days. I love 1.3%. If I can get 1.3% every single week, I'd be a happy camper. Really, I would. Seriously, you got no idea. I would be. Okay, anyway, so 1.37 for Ford. 1.3. All right, one more, then we're going to take phone calls. All right, let's do this. What do we have? I'm ever blessed. Nice to see you, I'm ever blessed. Okay. I'm an El Rash Durango Dupongo, the most feared warlord in Africa. Oh, when I am around, even the mosquitoes request permission to land. Well, good for you. Following along on TOS, mine is red, yours is green. I wonder why. That's a good question. Okay, Alloy, we did that one. Slacker wants to take a look at USAR. USAR. Ooh, another one. Take a look at that one. That looks lovely. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. Definite movement right there. 1933, the 1950s going for 110. If you like this company. So let's take a closer look. Look at your last 3 months. 3 months ago, here's your bottom, bounces up. That's clear to see. Let's look at the last 30 days. Here's your last 30 days, same thing. What do you think? Let's do this one. This one looks good. 917, that's it? Holy cow. USAR. Covered calls. The 1950, right there. Here we go. USAR, one covered call, 14 August, 1950. We're at 1954 right now. If I buy it 1954, sell it for less, 1950, walk away with 118, it's $1,800. This is going to be a good one. Let's take a look at this one. Cordstoffer. Cordstoffer, nice to see you. All right, so calculator. 118. We're going to divide that by 1832. There we go for a 6.4. 6.4 for 1 week. If you like this company, it's always going to come back to that. Terribly sorry. Never buy anything you don't want to hold long term. If you don't want to hold it for the rest of your life, you probably shouldn't buy it. Combat Bob. I am following along on TOS, duplicating your analysis. Your confirm is green, mine is red. Have you selected the covered spread? Yours is green, mine is red. Buy one covered call USAR. Did you sell it or did you buy it? Okay, that's the question I have for you. Watch this. Oh shit! I wanted to save that one. Let me save that one first. What was the profit on that one? 6.4. Let me save it first. Hold on a second. 6.4. Oh no, I didn't move it. Ha ha ha. There it is. All right, let's read it out loud, see if it makes sense. You ready? By one covered call, USAR, 14 August 26, 1950 call option. Oh, the stock right now is at 1952. Okay, 119 is the profit, 1,831 is the investment for a 6.2%. Okay, 6.2. 6.2, and this is USAR. I think that's it. Yep. That's it. Okay, so why does mine look different than yours? Okay, remember I said to double check yours is green, mine is green, and yours is red? All right, let's get out of that. Let's get out of that. Now, you ready? Okay. If I hit over here, the ask, okay? The ask, it comes up green. All right, it comes up green if I hit the ask. Delete that. Now, if I hit the bid, it comes up red. So what are you doing? You buying the stock, selling the option, or are you buying the option and selling the stock? Watch. If I hit confirm and send and read it out loud, listen to what it says. Okay? It says, well, you know what? I'm going to blow it up and make it easier for you. I'm going to blow it up, make it easier for you. Here we go. Come on. It takes a minute or two to populate. There it is. All right. Do you see it in red? In red, it says sell. I'll make that bigger. Well, that's the thickness. Okay. Huh. Sell. Right there. It says sell one cover. Let me make it a different color. Sell one covered call. There's a big difference. And then look down here. I can't read that part right there, so I have to go back. All right. Let's try it again. You ready? Okay. Okay. Sell one covered call. There's a big difference between buying a covered call and selling a covered call. If you buy it, it's going to be in green. If you sell it, it's going to be in the red. Got it? All right. Jack wants to take a look at ELF. What the hell is ELF? Okay, ELF. ELF. Well, that looks nice, doesn't it? Right? High of the year, low of the year. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. Well, that's a nice little run right there. Let's zoom into it a little bit. What do you think? She goes from $50 to $98. That's almost a 100% increase in a month and a half. You really want to jump in on that one? Think about it. It's almost a 100% increase. You honestly think it's going to keep going up? Ask yourself the question. If you bought it down here at 50 and now it's up here at 98. Now I know there's some of you that would keep it and like, take that ride, keep going. How high can it go? Yeah, fine, lovely, wonderful. Thank you. I thank you, people. I do. Because it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But it keeps on flowing. You know what that allows me to do? It allows me to jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, because I don't want to buy and own a stock. Yeah, it did make the 100% move in a month, and what did I get? 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%, so on and so forth. Okay, I got 8%, but someone else got 100%. But how often does it do that? How often can you get in and in 2 months get 100%? It doesn't happen that often. It doesn't happen every single day. I mean, yeah, it does happen every single day, but do you pick the winner every single day? I'm saying no, because I'm not going to lie to you. No, I don't pick the winner every single day. I pick, long time ago, I made the decision. I'm more happy with the guarantee, not guaranteed, but the consistency of what I do, 1% every week, and I'm okay with that. Would I like to get 100% in 2 months? Yeah, I would, but it doesn't always happen that way. Uh-oh. Angelica, Christia wants to take a look at SPY and QQQ. Okay. There you go, SPY. Right off the top, no thank you. I'm going to explain to you in about 2 seconds. The reason why I'm saying no to SPY is I don't buy anything at the high of the year. Okay, low of the year was back in April. Now the high of the year was last week. Yeah, no thank you. On QQQ, you say? QQQ. Again, no. Okay, bottomed out here, shut up, pulled back, back up, now we're here. Okay, that's a little bit too high for me, and it's $700 a share. I already said no, I'm not going to do anything over 400, so why would I look at a $700 stock? Okay, what else do we got? J-Man, what's going on, J-Man? Nice to see you. All right, let's keep on going. We already looked at Bloom Energy. We looked at NNE. Ooh, CoreWeave. CoreWeave, isn't that CRWV? CRWV. It is CoreWeave. Oh, nice. Okay, take a look. If you're basing it just on chart movement, yeah, okay. The top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up, down, up. What is that going on right there? Let's zoom in a little closer. Could be. We had Wednesday as a down day, Thursday as a down day, Friday was an up day. A little too confusing. No real direction. Sorry, no to core weave. What else do we got? Ready. R-E-D-Y. What the hell is R-E-D-Y? R-E-D-Y. It's nothing. Thank you, Tractor Supply. Jack, we did Tractor Supply. Wait a minute, did we do TSCO? TSCO. No, that was Cisco we did earlier. Oh, I don't know, Jack. Let's zoom in a little bit closer, Jack. Tell me what you think. All right. Now, Jack, this is what you call a channeling stock. Okay, hold on. Change this a bit. See if you can see this, Jack. Let me know. Okay, got a little channel going on right here. You see that? Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. What do you think, Jack? Definitely broke out of the channel way the hell up here. Okay, it's been staying here for how long? All the way back in May. Just staying in that line. That's called channeling. Now as you bust out of that, I ain't chasing that thing. But don't get me wrong, you like it, you do it. But hey, I think that baby's going to come back down eventually. Okay. Sorry, Jack. No to core weave. Oh, sorry, that was Tractor Supply. Sorry. All right, what else do we got? We did core weave reports on Tuesday, buy, sell, hold. We just did core weave. HPE. Nick, we did HPE last week. You honestly think it can keep going? I don't know, Jack. I wouldn't put my money on it, would you? Think about it. Look at it. Okay? The bottom was 2 weeks ago. The high was last week. Up, down. What's going on right there? No clear direction. I like simplicity. Seriously, I do. If my 6-year-old grandson, yeah, it looks like it's coming down, Papa. Yeah, I'll do it. But right there, doesn't look like it's doing anything important. All good, you're a cool guy, I can tell. Thanks, Jack. Mace, CRCO. What the hell is that? CRCO. No. Wasn't that quick? Did you see how quick that was? All right. Mr. Strong Vision. Can a stock be recalled even if he has no reachable strike? You purchase in the money if this find a stock that I want to marry for the rest of my life until death do I part, just focus in premium? No, I don't focus just on the premium. I focus first of all, is it a good company? And then I take all those good companies and put it into the calendar. The calendar tells me which stocks to look at in what week. Well, if I'm looking at a company and everything looks good and I still want to own it and the premium's good, well then yeah. But if everything else is missing, if I'm just looking at their premiums, no. I'm not just premium hunter, okay? I'm looking for a good quality company. It looks like you can jump in and jump out quick and get that 1% every week, okay? Jack wants to take a look at Rollins, ROL. No, sorry, dude, wasn't that quick? I don't do monthly options. August, September, November, February, those are months of the year. That means they trade once a month. So, no. Ooh, Jim Gardner wants to take a look at TSLL. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Look, you got support right here. Or I should say resistance. You got resistance right here. Doesn't seem to want to go higher. It tried 3 times, just couldn't go past there. Top, bottom is up, down. What's going on there? Look at that big drop, and now she's bouncing. Hell yeah. I'm going to write this one down for tomorrow. Okay. let's take a closer look. Last 30 days. What do you think? 30-day high, 30-day bottom, 30 days ago, Friday, down, up, down, up. Okay. That's pretty clear to see. The 1029s, uh-oh. Stop the presses, hold the phone, back up for a second. TSLL, look at this. I didn't see it right away, but there it is. Last, that right? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What the hell was I looking at? All right, it's at 811. Definitely going up. The 8s are going for 38. 819. Means I take 19 cents off of that. 19. It's still over 2%. Well, yeah, I like that one. Who do we have over here? Who do you love? Marchland Terry. Terry, what's going on? And then there's apples. Apples back again. We get apples everywhere. Okay, so does it make sense? Do you like TSLL? 30-day high, 30-day bottom. She drops. Now she's going back up. The 811, the 8s are going for 38. Either you like it or you don't. All right, so what else do we got? IREN. 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 All right, so it is phone call time. Yay, let's open up the phone lines. All right, here we go. Phone line, here we go. 7275439. I'm getting closer to remembering this number. 418. 418. Come one, come all, who walk or crawl. Get that phone line dinging, dinging, dinging. All right, anyway. So, here's your chance. You want to talk? There you go. Call in. Let's get this done. All right, IREN, buy the dip. Beyond. Hell no. I'm not even going to look at it, okay? For the past couple of days, they've been asking me to take a look at Beyond. BYND. You do know what that is, right? That's that fake meat coming out of a machine. I'm not going to buy a steak coming out of a freaking machine. No. Coming out of, wait. I was going to say Heister, but I don't want to say Heister. Arlington, Virginia, come on down. How you doing today?
Brother man, what's going on?
Nothing but the rent. You ever hear that one? Nothing but the rent.
You said what?
Nothing but the rent. You ever hear that expression?
Yes, sir. I have a question for you.
7. Is that the right answer?
All right. Are you familiar with the upcoming IPO, Robinhood Ventures, the second one?
Nope.
All right, it's coming out on the 13th.
Okay.
The first one came out on March 6th. I think at the height of it went up to 200% within like 2 months. I'm asking you, right, for you and everybody in the chat, because I was, watching on TikTok. Do you think with this second one coming out, it could potentially do the same, or at least a 100% gain within a similar time frame? So I guess 1 or 2 months.
All right. Let me get a couple of questions out of the way. Okay?
All right.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you shitting me, really?
Yeah.
Don't you have something better to do on a Sunday night than listen to me?
Nah, man. I like talking to people like you so I can get knowledge and whatnot.
All right. So, in your particular situation, now understand the difference between your situation and my situation. I'm already retired. No way in hell am I doing an IPO. Okay?
Yeah.
I need cash flow, not a probable or maybe hypothetical scenario that in the future might be worth more.
Yeah.
Okay? At this point in my life, I might not have another day, but that's besides the point. But for you, being 19 years old, it's always going to be a personal decision. Do you think Robinhood opening up a second IPO can repeat the process? And did you take a really good look at the prospectus? What is their I'm trying to think of a good way of putting this. What is their competitive edge over everyone else in the space? Because they're not the only dancer on the dance floor. So what makes this IPO any different than the last one they did and any different from their competitors? And then at that point, you got to think, okay, if this is the way I feel, how much money do I want to throw at it? Because see, I'm 62. I've seen a lot in my days, and I hate it with a passion when somebody says to me, "If you put $10,000 in Starbucks in the '80s, you could be a billionaire by now." In the '80s, I didn't have $10,000 to put into it.
And nobody knew about Starbucks back then.
Exactly. So even though Robinhood does have some historical performance, look at some other big companies that did a split off and what their split off did. 3M did it. Hewlett Packard did it. There's a few big companies that have done it. Now, can Robinhood do the same? I can't tell you yes or no. That's a decision that you have to decide. And then you can be one of those people 30 years from now say, well, if you got in Robinhood in 2026 and you put 10 grand into it, you're going to be a billionaire. Well, good for you. My question is, do you have $10,000 you can throw at this and just sit around and not care if it goes to zero?
I mean, I have the money, but I mean, to be honest with you, any amount would hurt for it to go to zero. So,
But that's
I guess that's why it's kind of a risk.
That's the attitude you got to go into it. If you think there's a chance it could go to zero, how much money are you willing to risk with the possibility of repeating its past performance?
Yeah.
Okay, because you got something that I don't have. Do you know what that is?
What is it?
More time. Dude, I put in 5 decades.
I mean, that's true, but also, life's not promised, so,
No, I get that part. I get that. Trust me, I get that part. Now, I'm sure you remember back in high school, the kid you sat next to, the girl you sat behind. Yeah, well, what happens when those people that you used to sit next to start dropping like flies? And then you think to yourself, hell, half my hormone class is dead. So you start to understand your mortality. But at 19, maybe there 3 kids out of my class were dead by the time I was 19. But now at 62, almost half of my graduating class is gone. So it's a little bit disturbing. So the older you get, the less risks you want to take. So for me, as great as it may seem, I'm going to have to pass on IPOs. I just don't do them because they have no historical performance behind them that I'm willing to put my money on. That makes sense?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
So take a good look at what they're planning on doing. What does the prospectus looks like? That's a nice word, prospectus. What does the prospectus look like? And who do they have on the guiding lines? Who's in charge of it? And what have they done in the past?
No, that's facts, 100%.
Okay?
I was just, I was looking at it more from I guess, it potentially following what it did first, but you're bringing up the points that I need to look at, regardless of, it goes to 500% or it goes to zero.
Yeah. So here's an interesting thing. I want you to look at it this way. Okay,
Yeah.
I have something that you have, and you have something that I have. And if there was any way possible to trade, I would. I have wisdom, which going to take you 50, 60 years to get, and you have time, and no amount of money is going to give me more time. And the only way you're going to get wisdom is to live through it by making stupid ass decisions and learning from them.
Yes, sir.
So this could be a learning moment. It's either going to be a life-changing moment or a learning moment. If you do it and it goes through the moon, great, you're awesome. If you don't do it and it goes through the moon, you're going to feel like shit. Okay?
Yep.
But if you do it and it goes through the floor, you're going to feel like shit. So it's a really double-edged sword here. But it's always going to come down to a personal decision. Does it make sense to you, and do you think they can repeat it?
Now, all right, let me ask you this. I know there's other people that want to call as well, so just a quick question as well, to kind of on top of that. So do you recommend people who are younger or people who are, I guess, starting their investing journey, but I guess more particularly I'm talking to the younger audience, do you recommend them kind of being more riskier in terms of them? I don't want to say gambling because I don't like using that term because we're, of course, it's kind of a gamble, but we're using data and we're trying to make the best decision possible. We're not really just putting something on red or black. But do you recommend younger people who are starting to invest them take more riskier positions for bigger gains than just trying to play it safe? Because me personally, the way I look at it is I hate just I'm not a big fan of getting the 401k and the Roth IRA and the match or whatnot, and then getting the 10% every year. I would rather just, go broke or, try to get rich. Even though I know that's kind of ignorant to say, but that's just my mentality because I don't know.
So,
I feel like.
So you're in the ballpark of go big or go home. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So here's one way of looking at it. There's a whole bunch of different ways you look at it, and that's going to be the kind of like the answer to everything in your life: perspective and context. Okay, what does it mean for me at this moment in my life? So let me ask you a couple of questions. Number one, you got a dog, a cat, or a pet? Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you said what?
I said, do you have a dog or cat or a pet?
No.
Oh, shit, this is going to be a tough one. You got a girlfriend?
No.
Oh, double shit. So you've never had a pet your whole life?
Nah, never.
Holy shit, a boy. No. That's a terrible. A boy has to have a dog growing up. Holy shit. What I was trying to. Wait a minute. All
I was
right.
a big fan. They
Yeah.
just, they cost money and they shit everywhere. There's no point for you to have them.
There's one line in a movie I watched, and he said, this guy, it was National Treasure 2. And they broke into this lady's house. She had the top of the line security system. And he says, any security system can be broken into. That's why I tell all my clients to get a dog. Now, the reason, what I was getting to at the dog scenario, or the pet scenario was, most people who have a dog, a cat, or a pet, they spend 10, 15, 20 minutes every single day taking care of them, feeding, water them, taking them for a walk, cleaning up after them, so on and so forth. So you don't have anything like that, so I'm trying to figure out what other metaphor I can give you other than I'm sure you brush your hair, take a shower, and shave and brush your teeth every day, right?
Yeah.
It's like a daily ritual, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, now, do you think that you could create a new daily ritual? 10 minutes a day. Open up your account, ask yourself 5 questions. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it right now? Where does it look like it's going? What should I do? So if you can add $5 or $10 a week until you get to a nice sizable number, let me finish explaining before you interrupt.
Yeah.
To retire early, which is what you hinted on wanting to do, you got to figure out how much money you need on a monthly basis, consistently and predictably, in order to walk away. You can walk away at 20, 30, 40, 50. I walked away at 59. All right? Took me a little bit longer than other people. Not the point. Do you have any clue of what it's going to take to enable you to walk away on a monthly basis?
So you're saying how much money I would have to have just in cash?
On a monthly basis.
I would say probably I would say just to put the number out there, I would say 50,000. Even though that's kind of high.
Ho! Why the hell do you need $50,000 a month?
Because I want 10 kids.
Yeah, but you don't even have a girlfriend, dude.
That's why I'm trying to get this money.
You get the money first, then you work on the relationship. Number one, stay away from women. Stay away from stupid shit. Put as much time and money as you can. So you have no clue what a mortgage, insurance, water bill, electric bill, phone bill, entertainment, groceries, gas. You have no idea what all that monthly comes to?
Right. No. I'll be honest about you, you know.
No. I appreciate your honesty. I really do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to give you a number, but I don't think I got one.
No, you don't. But that's okay. Not very many. Most adults don't get it either. You're not even an adult yet. So
Yeah.
it's like jumping in a ship and just sailing with no rudder. You know what a rudder is, right?
Yeah.
That steers the ship. That's like going from point A to point B when you don't know where point B is. How you know you're going to get there if you have no idea where there is? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so if someone gave you $1 million right now, could you make that last for the rest of your life, or would you do stupid shit with it?
Probably stupid shit.
Yeah, well, there you go. You got to get the stupid shit out of your system first before you can build, let's call it a empire. And you can't do that until you know where you are from the starting line. Where is the starting line? How much can you commit to on a weekly basis? And can you commit 10 minutes a day every single day for the rest of your life to take care of your money?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Well, I know you're saying that, but it's hard to do that. I mean, you're 19. You haven't even been in the military. I'm assuming, did you go to college yet?
Yeah, I'm in college right now.
Okay, and what are you studying?
Cybersecurity.
What?
Cybersecurity.
Oh, cybersecurity. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, that could come in handy. But anyway, at some point, you got to sit down and write it all. Wait a minute, you got to write it all out. How much money do you have coming in every single month? And where does every single penny go? Once you figure out where you are, it's easy to figure out where you want to go. And then once you throw a girl in the mix, well, you're going to have to increase that. Then when you get a house, you're going to have to increase it again. And then when you have kids, you're going to have to increase it again. But you can't get to where you want to go until you know where you are and what direction you're heading.
Yeah.
That make sense?
Nice. Everything you just told me was 100% facts.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like to, I try to avoid those type of questions. I'm kind of delusional sometimes, but those kind of, they're gonna help me keep growing. So I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, that's my advice. Figure out where you are, figure out where you want to go, make a plan and commit to it. You want to retire by the time you're 30? Dude, you got 10 years. It's easy to do. But can you do it and can you stick to it?
Yes.
All right.
All right, then. Man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna, I guess, hop off the call. I'm gonna get back on the live and just listen to you.
All right. Hey,
All right.
check in every once in a while. I've been doing this for, oh my God, 15 years or so.
Yeah, I watch you. I watch you a lot. Like sometimes when I'm in class, when I'm at work. So I watch a lot. I've never really called before. So this is my first time actually calling.
Well, I appreciate the call, and I hope you do. Sign in every once in a while. Let me know how you're doing.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Hey James, good evening.
Hey, Cesar, what's happening?
I got a weird question about the charts.
Okay, Cesar, hold on 1 second. Memphis,
Sure.
Memphis, Tennessee. How you doing?
Professor, you never cease to not produce. You did it again tonight.
Yep. I know exactly what you're gonna say. I used the wrong numbers when calculating the rates of return. Is that what you're gonna say?
No,
Okay. What did I do this time?
with your accent, I can't believe you didn't know what BSX was.
BSX, best sex ever.
Boston Scientific.
Yeah, I know who they are, but they're not on my list because they're not consistently increasing their dividends for years and years and years. So
Well, again, you consistently gave me pleasure tonight.
I appreciate that.
And tell that kid you got to work for everything in this world and say.
Yeah, 19. Yeah, but
there ain't no magic formula.
No, actually, there is a magic formula. You ready?
Well, I was going to give him this advice.
Go ahead.
Don't have any kids or a woman until you got the money to pay for them. I'll see you, Professor.
Yeah. My advice would be, what was it? Work hard, live right, and find something you believe in. Cesar, what do you got? Something about the chart?
Yes, sir. Just a quick question. I was looking the other day that when charts go into that channel that you were explaining before, and then they have a tendency to kind of like go up and drop. They call this like a cascade, and that is all directly linked to whatever like the big investors start doing, like the big whales.
Uh-huh.
Do you put any of that stuff in mind when you're looking at the movement of the security in relation to when to get in?
Not really. Because if you think about it, hold on. I got to clear this up to get a better view.
Because they were mentioning that you show that perfect channel that we saw, and so basically what they do is they are not able to buy everything at once because they will be betting against themselves because they will be pushing the price up. So they start doing that weird zigzag situation where they buy in chunks and then they sell some of it to create a cascade, lower the price, and then after that typically shoots right back up when they do the last purchase to basically secure the position that they want.
Well, sometimes you can see that. But they came up with this new thing called the dark pool trading, where okay, Johnson and Johnson or some big hedge fund could come in and say, "Hey, I want to buy 3 billion shares of this thing." And nobody will know who it is, so you can't piggyback off of what they're doing. But what you're saying makes some sense. But when I'm looking at good quality companies, look it up here. 14.8 million shares traded. There's no possible way anything I could do could influence 14 million shares. The most I've ever picked up was like 100,000 shares. That's the most I've ever bought ever. And I've been playing for 30 years. But what I'm doing and what they are doing is I'm such a small fish in this pond that no matter what I do, it's not going to make any big dents in the world. But you have a
Yes.
yeah, but if you have a really big trader, maybe they might be able to.
Right. So my understanding is that that's actually the way that the big guys look at it. We are the small fish, but in a way, we are the ones that provide the volume for them when they want to buy. So what they do is they have the movements that we as the small retail, as the small participants do. They have it so well figured out that they can actually manipulate the way that these stocks move when they are making the big purchases, and that those are some of the things that you can see on the chart. Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Yeah, but I've seen that in commodities, with silver and pork bellies and stuff like that. I've never seen it in a stock, except for when what is that one? GameStop.
Okay.
That's the only time I ever seen any manipulation by anybody to make the stock move in a certain direction, and that was a long time ago. But it can happen. But the company GameStop, it wasn't a 14 million share company.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it depends on how many people are on the dance floor. A lot of people on the dance floor, you're not going to notice any big plays. But on a small dance floor like GameStop, there wasn't that many people playing it. But they kept shorting it because the premiums were so high.
Gotcha. Okay. I was just curious because I was looking into some of that information. I thought it was kind of interesting, but I wanted to see if this is something that was within your mentality when you're analyzing the different securities.
For the most part, no.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're
What I wanted
welcome.
to know.
All right, we got a lot of questions to go through. We did TSLL. All right, Brader the Trader, how you doing? Mace, nice to see you. So let's see what we got. Iron. Oh, interesting. Wait a minute. I missed it. Okay. Where are we? Okay, Iron, cool. Buy the dip. Oh, hell no. What do you recommend for a 47-year-old first $1,000 for a dividend? Now, Patriot Undercover, I can't give you any ideas. I can't tell you what to do. Okay? You have to figure out what makes sense to you. Now, if you want to give me a call and we can chat and I get to know you, get an idea of what you're thinking, well, that's a different story. just drop me your number, DM me, and I'll give you a buzz. And maybe we can chat. Other than that, I really can't tell you from here because I don't know anything about you. JG FMG. What the heck is FMG? Oh, somebody wanted to take a look at ROL. Rollins, Jack, Rollins, dude, really? Come on. August, September, November, February, those are months. No, I don't do monthlies. We did JP, I'm sorry, we did MP materials already. FMG, FMG. It's not coming up with anything. FMG is going to be a no. Yeah, I spelled it right. All right, Rocket Labs have earnings on Monday after market hours. Yes, but Rocket Lab also doesn't have any dividends. What's my yearly return? At this moment, I think I'm at 35. Because last time I checked, I was at 35%, which is not bad because we're going to week number 34. So I'm definitely over my 1% every week. Thank you, Wally. Eric Abelmile, take a look at that next time. So what do I teach? I teach investing for weekly cash flow using a simple, safe, predictable trading strategy, Wally. Okay, Wally? Screener earnings report this week. Thank you, Lucius. Filter for earnings this week, then market cap. Oh, thank you. Is GLW a buy for this week? I don't know, Nick. Didn't we look at GLW for last week? GLW, isn't that Corning? GLW. Oh, looks good. Yeah, look at that. Top, bottomed out. Now she's jumping back up. 166, 167.50. Okay. Looks good if you like Corning. All right. Hey, yep. Fish and more. Next, NBiz. Tomorrow. RH, Lucius, tomorrow. What about Lulu? Lulu hasn't been around that long. Do they even have dividends? Fredo, we already looked at Ford. Rob, we already looked at Tractor Supply. What is the annualized rate at 1% per week? Now, JG, annualized percentage at 1% a week. Are we talking simple interest or are we talking compound interest? Simple interest is 52. Compound interest is somewhere around 64. All right. Thoughts on USAR? We did that one. What are the four? What about Ford? Blah, blah, blah. Verizon. We'll do Verizon next time. Trip. Okay, check. Hewlett Packard. We did that one last week. OKLO. Oh, check that out. Nice. Top, bottomed out right there. Shooting up nicely. 48.50. Oh, nice. Over 4%. If you like that company. Let me write that one down. What else do we got? Yep, it's a 30-day high. SpaceX, we already talked about that one. Hood, Circle of Fly Power. We'll do that next time. TLI. What is TLI? TLL? TSLLL is a type of company. It is a ETF for Tesla. You like that one? It's funny. Time, got it? What is the IPO? Oh, the IPO is for Robinhood. Zulinda, James, why don't you put your phone number under the weekly ROI permanently? Because I don't want people calling me all the time. I only put the phone number up when I want people to call me. That's why. Ooh. Zero on the banner. I have no idea what that means. Zero on the banner. Johnson is not a hedge fund. Thank you. I'm well aware of that. But Johnson & Johnson is a big enough company to make a dent into anything. And Johnson & Johnson can call up and say, hey, I want to buy a whole bunch of these things. They can. We can hear you loud and clear, but your caller is very faint. Sorry about that, Mr. Dreammaker. Harry for good. Nice to see you, Harry. Uh-oh. AT&T. Okay. What does AT&T look like? Nice. Take a look at that one. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is? Look at this. That right there looks pretty nice. 23.79 at 23.50s. Nice. If you like AT&T. Although TSMC and Amazon right now, TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor, TSMC, is that right? No, really. TSMC is not a stock. Why am I looking at that one? TSMC, yeah. AMZ, Amazon, no. Take a look. Last 30 days. Up the top, now she's dropping. No, thank you. I like looking. Chart tells me exactly where things are going, or a rough idea where they think they're going. James, why don't you put your number here? Because I don't want to be called all the time. Okay. Okay. Meh, 91. Back again. I remember that. Meh, 91. Clorox. Okay. CLX. CLX. No. CLX. Sorry, dude. Look at that. August, September, October, January, March. That's a monthly. Monthly. Big difference between monthly and weekly. NVIDIA. Oh, double hell no. NVDA. NVDA. Okay, now, can someone explain to me why this looks good? 190 bottom, 223. That's a $33 move. $33 move. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not chasing that. Look. I'm not chasing that. No, thank you. Intel. Chart behind my head. How do you see that on my computer? Mr. Dreammaker, how you doing today? TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, TSM. Now that looks interesting. Take a look. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's going up 370 to 420. That's $50. I don't know. Could it come down? Maybe. Is that someplace you want to jump into? I don't know. The Light Mamba. What's happening? How do I know when I need to sell or leave? Michael, it's always going to be a personal choice. I have a strict rule to what I'm doing. I like to buy on a Monday, and I like to be out on a Friday. I like to buy something at the current price for $20 and sell it for the same price I paid for it, because I'm not looking for the stock to appreciate. I don't care if the stock goes up. What I want is the stock to stay where it is or go up. I just don't want it to go down. Stocks go three directions: up, down, or sideways. So if I get 2 out of 3, remember Meatloaf back in the 80s? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. If it goes up, I'm good. If it goes sideways, I'm good. If it goes down, not so good. That's why rule number 1 is what it is. Never buy anything you don't want to hold on to long term. Okay, so if I jump in at 420, I sell at 420, and the stock doesn't do anything, fine, let them take it. I really don't care. What I'm interested in is that right there, $8.65 per share. Okay, so for one contract, that's $865 for one contract. So if I buy it at 420, I sell it at 420, I make $865 per contract. I don't care if the stock goes up or down. I just want to make sure that the horse I'm deciding to jump on, okay, the horse I'm hooking my wagon to is going in the right direction. She's either going sideways or up. Well, what does it look like? 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Now it looks like it's going up. So once you get the easy part done, okay, it looks like it's going the right way. It's paying the right amount of money, more than 1% for the week. The next question is, Do I actually like this company at this price? That's where you have to do your own research. Go take a look at a financial website. What does their revenue look like? What's the profits look like? What's the dividends look like? You know, all the detailed information about the company itself. Not just the money part. The money part will come. But is it a good company? Do you feel safe with that company? That should be the most important question. All right. How do I know when to let it go? Yeah. It's a numbers game. Live restricted. All right. You Fox, BLSH Invest. Bullshit Invest. Okay. Bullshit Invest. What do you come up with? You Fox? What the hell is that? UFOX. Hell no. Wasn't that quick? Did you see how quick that was? Do you know why it was that quick? I don't do monthly options. August, September, November, February. I don't do monthly options. There's just not enough money there for me. No thanks. But Pepsi, hell yeah. Pepsi's a dividend king. PEP. 100 years being in business, 5 decades of increased profits. Pepsi's a yes. If the numbers look right. Okay? Now, I love Pepsi. I do. Dividend king, increasing the profits for 5 or more decades. They're over 120 years old. Well, hell yeah. But here's the high of the year, 172. The low of the year, 134. Here's where it was a year ago. Here's where it is now. Basically, just went sideways, and that's where we are. Like, no big deal. We were at 144. Now we're at 139. There's no big difference there. Yeah, she went up, she pulled back, now she's going, where is she going? But not this week, because look what Pepsi's doing. Okay? 30-day high, 30-day bottom, 30 days ago, she dropped, shot up nicely. Now this is what you call profit. This is what I call profit taking. Bottom was here, 133, shot up to 145. 133 to 145, what was that, 12 bucks, 13 bucks? Yeah, I'm going to take my profits, run on to the bank, deposit them, be happy, all that kind of stuff. And now I'm looking for a new bottom. When she goes up again, I'll jump back in. But not this week. But I do love Pepsi, I do. Oh, BLSH. It's not bullshit, it's buy low, sell high. I like my way, buy low, sell high. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Oh man, not a weekly, dang. Sorry, man. All right, so I think that's it for tonight. Intel. Ooh, we can take a look at Intel tomorrow. Cade, we looked at Rocket Labs at the beginning of the show. Peter, what's going on, Peter? And Saro. All right, Peter and Saro. Okay, Brian, AT&T. We already did AT&T, didn't we? We did. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Take a look. Top, bottom, look at this. Down, up, down, up. That is a definite look. Bottom, 2 days up. So if tomorrow she's at 23.73 or higher, I will jump in. And 23 to 24 is 1%. The 23.50 is a little bit over 1%. So yeah, I would do AT&T for 1% tomorrow. But you have to decide for yourself. Does it make sense? All right, so that being said, we're past 10 o'clock. You guys have a great night, and we'll do this all over again tomorrow. All right? Okay, Ralph, tomorrow. Okay, just getting ready to leave. That being said, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Freaking commercials. I hate commercials. I do.
You dream in stars, then dive into the
8 o'clock
fixing
Eastern.
the world while the rest of us sleep. Your heart set on giving, no matter the strain. Building your legacy through love and brain. truly knows that fire in your soul, the kind that